If there's a question of my heart, you got it. It don't belong to anyone but you. Hey, if there's a question of...
Okay, so what's good, YouTube?
I'm Raine.
And I'm Ree. This is Raine&Ree TV. This is our first video. So what we're going to do for you guys is a story time of how we met. And I'm going to let her go first, ladies first. And
it was like 9th grade in high school. And he came like October. No, you didn't come in September. You came in like October.
I don't know. I think we got to speak up a little, but I don't know, like September, October. You got like the right.
I think he came in September because it was like a little after school started and everybody was just like talking about him because they were like, where did he come from?
yeah, I don't think they like me. So yeah, the thing is, like, okay, like we live in Philly now. I was born in Philly. I lived in Philly until I was 7 years old. Then when I was 7 years old, I moved out of Philly. I'll go into these details in like another video or something. When I was 7 years old, I moved out of Philly for 7 years. And then I moved back to Philly. So when I moved back to Philly, when I was 14 years old, you know, I started my 9th grade year. It was my first year in high school. And I started it back in my hometown, like in my home city. And that's like when I met her. So like, I'll go like deeper into it since Raine wants to be quiet.
I don't remember, like, cause I think that you, what was the first class that we had together? Like the first class that you seen me.
I'm telling you, it was math. I think the first Miss Bethusium.
I don't remember, cause I don't remember seeing you like the first period of the day. I remember seeing you later on, and I think like you sat all the way in the back and I kind of sat like in the front.
No, see, that's not even how it happened. This is why I don't think she noticed me, guys. I sat in the front because when I look back, you were in the middle, and then, you know, it's like Sharnice and them in the back. Okay. They were in the back. I didn't sit in the back. I sat close to Miss Bethusium.
Oh, all the way in the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
and I was all the way on the other corner.
Yeah. Okay. So let me tell mine now. Okay. So whenever I did move back to Philly or whatever, I went to school and like I walked in math class, and I think I came a little late my first day, so it wasn't first period.
Yeah, that's probably why I didn't see you first period.
Yeah, it wasn't first period. So basically, I think I just like walked into class and I looked around, like, I don't know, I was the type of guy, like when I go somewhere, especially if I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be here, I'd be like, okay, I look around like, okay, what girls do I like here, like what type of, you know, like I would look, that's the type of dude I was. So when I did like look around, and I always tell her this, I never make this up, she was the only girl in the room that I thought like I would honestly want to talk to or want to be with. And it's crazy because it was like an immediate thought in my mind, and it's crazy that it became true, because like this is all like I'm going to get back into the story, but you know, like I liked her, I liked the way she looked and stuff. So, you know, you always go for a girl first off of looks. That's like always what's going to bring you in there first. So she looked good, so I mean, look at her, but you know, it was a little far-fetched, you know. I didn't think like I would be her type or whatever. So we were in the hallway, I approached her.
We was not in the hallway when you approached me.
See, you be just lying. Yes, we were.
When you first said something to me?
Yes.
We was like near
science class.
Yeah, and we was in, okay.
We weren't in science.
Okay.
We were near the science class.
Okay.
And what did I say to you?
He said, he was like, hi girl from a math class.
Yeah. 14-year-old, you know.
And I was like,
she was so weirded out. Like, she treated me so weird. Like,
because no guy.
She's such a pretty girl. Like, so I was like, it was like I don't know. I expected it. Like, I expected it, but at the same time, I had confidence in myself. I'm a pretty nice guy, you know? Like, so I felt like, you know, I always feel like anywhere I go, any type of female, you know, like, if I treat them with respect and then, you know, they'll see me for who I am if they're a good person themselves.
I was just, like, a little, like, thrown off because no guy just randomly walks up to a girl like, oh, hey, girl, from my math class. So I'm like...
Yeah, I was so used to like friendly talk, like, you know, hey girl, like I don't know your name, I don't know your name yet. I'm not gonna call you, ew, shorty, or you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be like, hey girl from my math class, I don't know your name, but you know, like, I think you're pretty, you know, like. And
I just remember sitting down at the table, like, what just happened?
like, what?
I was just like,
that's crazy.
Who was that?
Like, so weirded out.
Yeah, because like I said, like, I'm used to, like, if guys like you, they like just like beat around the bush, or like, I don't know, like try to flirt with you but not be so like upfront about it. So it's like you just walk up to me like, oh, hey girl. I'm like, okay. Okay. So
I feel like it went pretty, but like, you know, you can explain a little bit more of your side.
At the end of that day, I remember our last period class, he was also late. Like, he was just late all the time.
That's not true at all.
Yes,
I don't know.
He was just late.
Her story is always blurred up, so I take it with a grain of salt.
I just remember sitting down talking to like a couple of the girls that we went to school with, and I was like, they were like, ew, did you see the new boy?
They probably didn't like me at all. They didn't, so.
And I was like, yeah. And we was actually talking to the teacher about him as well. We was like real cool with her, our English teacher. And I was like, he just walked up to me like, hey girl from my last class. And the teacher was like, stay away from that boy.
You talking about Miss Bucknor?
Yeah.
Shout out Miss Bucknor. Miss Bucknor was such a nice lady. She was like a big part of our ninth grade year. She was a really good teacher.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Miss Bucknor, she was a Jamaican lady, so she was like Caribbean and really raised on like,
you know, like good cops.
Yeah, like she was raised like on like good morals and stuff. You know, those Caribbean people are raised about like, you know, family and stuff. That's off subject. But she was a really nice lady. But she never wanted us to be together though. That's the crazy part.
We used
like
to,
she was always like, she told me like, I'm smart, you know, I'm a good kid, you know, she thinks I'm gonna amount to something. And you know, she would say the same for Raine&Ree, but she would just be like, you guys aren't good for each other. You know, like, and I kind of understood it in a little bit, but I'm like, you know when you're a kid, you don't think that no adult like understands your relationship with the girl that you're with or the boy that you're with at the time, because they're an adult.
It's like the feeling of just like loving somebody and everybody being against you. You don't like it, so it makes you want to like talk to that person more.
It does.
Like,
it does.
Oh, I'm gonna prove you wrong. Like, but I remember even like in every class, like no teacher wanted us sitting next to each other. Like, everybody used to be like, you sit over here, you sit over here, you can't talk to each other. And I don't know.
I'm telling you, it's like, it's so crazy the things that we went through to lead up to where we are. It's like, I would love to shove it all in one video, but I think like the topics are worth more than that. I think that we should break it up and, you know, like give you guys different segments of like how our relationship went, or like the things that we've been through as far as different story times. So we don't want to just do story time just to do it, or just to, you know, we want to actually have good stories for you guys and bring good content, period, you know. And what else? You're crazy. But yeah, like that's pretty much it as far as that. And like, what else? Like, there was so much more that went on.
There was so much more, but that was pretty much like how we
met each other.
Yeah, it was like
what year
every
was
day.
that? We were
2011.
It was 2010. 10 or 11.
Yeah.
10 or 11. 2010 or 11. 11. 11. It was absolutely 2011. Going on 2012.
Try to tell me.
Yeah, but 2011 going on 2012. We were both 14 years old. And we were in 9th grade. And now we are 21 years old.
21.
21. You stupid. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But talk about a knee slap, right? When you do that, you're so stupid. Alright. Talk about a knee slap, I hate when she does that. That's her thing. Looks like a damn cowboy. Listen, man. But yeah, now it's we're 21. It's 2018. A lot of years later, we have a child together. We have a 2-year-old. I am going crazy. 2-year-old daughter. And you know, it's just crazy. It's crazy to like have like a high school sweetheart or a girl that I've been with since high school.
Because we weren't always together during high school. Like,
yeah,
there
we
was
weren't
like
always
the summer
together.
that we didn't talk to each other.
Oh yeah, so
That's
we can go into detail about that. No, that'd be great for this video. Because it's a part of how we... I don't want to just make this video how we met. That'll be the title, but it's also how we became to be together. You know? Because that's a random another video to me. Oh, how we got together. Like, you know? But, so we met and we were talking. Because we got super off subject now.
Yeah.
But we met and we were talking. And,
during this
in our
time,
9th grade year.
During this time, we were just friends. I was actually talking to somebody else. And you kept trying to persuade me to stop talking to him. And you was like, you deserve so much more better than that. He's gonna hurt your heart. Watch, I'm telling you, it's gonna be your fault.
Don't make me seem like one of them dudes, yo.
You know, but he did say that. He was like, it's gonna be your fault if he hurts you.
But I was a friend, but you confided in me. You used to text me and like tell me your problems. I didn't like see you with a guy and start throwing shade on him.
No. I brought you into
but you made it seem like that. Like I was that dude who was like, oh no. Look, he's a lame dude. Like, nah.
No,
it wasn't like that.
So was
when I met her,
stories.
Like I said, she's, you know, obviously a pretty girl. She got a good personality. And, you know, the thing is, we from Philadelphia. We, you know, like our school and where we was raised, it wasn't necessarily the suburbs. So, you know, it's a lot of people trying to take advantage of people like her, you know? So, I more so was just trying to be right toward her. And if she would tell me, oh, this dude is doing this or doing that, I would just be like, it's obvious what's in front of you. Like, do you see what's happening? Like, it's obvious what's in front of you, you know? Like.
And then I didn't listen, and then something happened, and I went and told you, and I think I was like crying, and you just kind of just walked away and was like, oh, well, that's your fault.
Exactly. So, and I'm not saying that's good to do or that was a good thing to do, but I wasn't just fishing like, oh, I can't wait so I could be like your knight in shining armor. Like, even when the things did happen or whatever the case may be, I was like, listen, I told you, you know, you could have been let that type of stuff go. That's what you chose to do. I, you know, was willing to be there or whatever the case may have been. So that was 9th grade year. Yeah. 9th grade year. After 9th grade year was over, I went to South Carolina to stay with my cousin for the summer. And I came back to Philly for 10th grade year. When we
weren't supposed to have no classes together.
Yeah,
we were not allowed in the same class, and we ended up
not. But that's a different story.
That's the story I was talking about. That's how I was like, that's a different.
Oh yeah, that's a different story. We were not allowed to have classes together or to be together, but we will make a video about that. That is a no-brainer. That deserves a video.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But yeah.
So we had criminal law together.
Criminal law, yeah.
And I was just looking forward to that class because I'm like, he's gonna try to talk to me again. Watch,
She always used to have all of this confidence that I would try to talk to her again after like we had our little issues in ninth grade.
See?
Like ninth grade, early ninth grade, we was talking. We had our little issues. Didn't talk the whole ninth grade summer leading into 10th grade. Then when 10th grade came around and we had classes together, it was like a thing.
He still didn't talk to me though.
We didn't talk for like months.
What happened? We was just having debates in class, and when he used to argue, I would put my 2 cents in there. Like,
just to try to start a conversation with me though. She wouldn't put her 2 cents in to help the class. Like I was really in there trying to help the class. Like,
there used to be a boy who used to sit next to me. He always used to try to flirt with me and touch my little glasses case. And he put his name in my glasses case. So I knew he was in the back just watching. I
put my name in her glasses case in 9th grade year. Like I wrote my name in her glasses case just for people like that.
I still have it. It's at my mom's house.
Yeah, that was just for people like that.
But yeah, he always used to try to talk to me and try to flirt with me, and I knew he was watching.
I don't know if it was necessarily that, but it definitely worked out in the end. You know, she's the mother of my child. We've been together for 5 years and some change. So, you know, after it's all said and done, we end up getting together 10th grade year when we, you know,
I set that up too.
She set that up too. But yeah,
I saw him walking outside. I said, "Oh, let me just walk outside." I was actually
supposed to be doing something in school.
I was trying.
She's supposed to be doing something in school, and she comes out to speak to me.
I just opened the door.
So I mean, it was a good thing. I'm glad you did that.
I kept walking, and he tried to talk to me.
Oh, look at you! You came out for me. That's what's up.
He tried to talk to me, and I was acting like I was ignoring him. I looked all cute. I had my blonde hair.
How you gonna say you look cute?
I did.
You did.
I had my little tan cardigan on, and he was with, I don't know who he was with, but he was like, "Why don't you talk to my man?" I said, "Oh, I already talked to him."
How you gonna claim me and we wasn't even talking for a whole summer when you see me walking with my man?
But then you didn't say nothing to me. You was like later on that day, my mom asked me to go to the store for her, and I was just hoping that I would see you, and it was just that it was so funny that I did.
And that was weird because I didn't even hang out in your neighborhood.
You was looking
like,
for
she's
somebody.
From a whole nother neighborhood than me. I had a few homies in her neighborhood, but for the most part, you know, that wasn't my crowd.
He stopped me. Somebody across the street was calling me, and then I looked over and I just looked forward, and he was just standing there, right there, and I was so weirded out. And you was like, "Don't be talking to nobody."
I hate when she said every time we would encounter each other, she was weirded out, right? But every time I would leave her alone, she would come and try to do things to have a reason to interact with me.
Then you
so
was
it's so
like,
weird.
You was like, "Oh, have you seen so and so?" I was like, "No." And you was like, "All right, text me." I'm like, "Oh, I don't got your number." And you was like, "Oh, write me on Facebook." And I'm like, "You blocked me." And you was like, "I'm gonna unblock you." And you unblocked me.
I blocked her 9th grade year because, like I said, that's another story we gonna have to get to you guys. But 9th grade year, let's just say, fam, all of a sudden, fam, shout out to Kai.
You unblocked me, and then I kept checking, I kept searching your name, so I already knew that I was unblocked. But then you liked like one of my posts. Me and somebody got married on Facebook, and you liked it.
I ain't like that. I liked it, but I ain't really like it though.
So then you liked it just to let me know that, you know, you was unblocked. Though. And I still didn't say nothing to you, and then you wrote me first.
Well, there it goes. After I wrote her, obviously we start talking again, got together, and that is how I met Lorraine and how she met Kyrie. But you think that's pretty much it?
Yeah, bye.
That pretty much wraps it up for our first YouTube video. We will be bringing you guys plenty of dope content. I didn't even finish dope content, but you know, pretty much everything, man. It's crazy, but we're just those kind of people, like, naturally, you know, like we love YouTube for such a long time. We watch that more than cable and anything else. Like, it's just on our TV, like, you know. So when I say dope content, I mean everything: pranks, vlogs, challenges, and when I say sneakers, I mean sneakers, bro. Like, I do that thing for real, man. I ain't playing. I mean sneakers for real. No fake sneakerheads over here. You know, she got herself a little collection, too. It's mostly because I influenced her. Because, you know, she was more of like a flats. And, you know, she liked girly stuff. But...
No, I had sneakers. I just never wore them. Because I didn't want to ruin them.
Yeah. But we, you know, we going deep into everything. Y'all know I ain't going to start naming sneakers, but when I say the heat is there, the heat is there. So, yeah, man, like I said, plenty of dope content, pranks, vlogs, challenges, sneakers, everything, man. Like, you know, just entertainment. Am I going on and on? I'm rambling?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So, I'm rambling. That's it for now. We will be back at you guys with another video soon. Deuces, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Bling, bling, blah.